everybody, welcome back to Echoing Magic Travel, the travel agency where we aspire to help our clients plan vacations and make memories that are going to echo for years to come. My name's Johanna. Thank you guys so much for coming back. I'm so glad to see you again. If you haven't already, like, follow, ring the notification bell, subscribe, follow us over on social media, all the things. I don't want you guys to miss any of the fun travel news, tips and tricks, information we're going to be giving you going forward. So again, thank you guys for coming back. I just had a birthday and look at my cool hat that I got. I'm in love. I love this hat. I looked over here. I'm like, oh, isn't it cool, guys? I love my Star Wars stuff. You guys know that. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my 5 cell phone tips for when you travel. So yeah, 5. They're all important to me. I really think you guys are gonna be interested to know all of them. So we're gonna go through them. I'll try to not stick too long on any of them, but I really do think you guys are gonna appreciate it. So the first one is apps. Now there's an app for everything, obviously. With travel, it's actually getting really interesting. Most of the big name places that you go, cruise lines, Disney, they all have their own app that you can use when you travel. A lot of them are really great. They have lots of different wait times at Disney. On cruises, a lot of times you can look up different show times, dining times, different things like that, excursions that are available, things of that nature. So those are really beneficial. The other app for when you're traveling with us is when you book with us, I plan a customized itinerary for you, and you're gonna have access to that on an app on your phone, and that's gonna have all your information. I'm gonna put in all the information for your trip, all the different times you need to be somewhere, the different places, confirmation numbers, everything of that nature. And so that way, when you're on your trip, you can just pull up the app on your phone and have access to your full itinerary. No more searching for an email from me or a note, trying to remember which note you put something in, or a text message. Where is all the information? It's going to be all in that app, nice and easy for you. Take some of that stress of where is the information I need out of there. So the apps, that's one awesome thing nowadays with travel. It actually makes it really convenient. The next thing that's a tip or trick for me is battery life. Had to put this on there. This happens to me all the time. You get busy taking pictures and videos on a trip and your battery just gets depleted. So I highly recommend, you guys see my backpack back here I got for Galaxy's Edge a few years ago. Have a charger in your bag or your purse, and maybe invest in one of the battery packs that go on the back of your phone. I have one of those now, so I always have both. That way, just in case, it is my safety net if there's an emergency, or if I need to call a ride, order a lift, something of that nature. You kind of need your phone for that. So that way, just some backup safety measures, so that way you have access to a battery at any time you need. The next thing, speaking of safety, is I'm going to talk to you real quick about one way I think that we could all learn to be a little safer with cell phones. It's very easy to do this, the bury your head in the cell phone thing. And when you do that, you take away all your situational awareness, where you are, what's going on. So I highly recommend that either sit down in a chair, put your back up against a wall, have someone who's with you, kind of just be your eyes and ears for a second if you need to get into your phone. But then outside of that, keep your head up, don't get buried in your phone, especially in a big crowded public area. It's just a way to stay safe when we travel. So that's the third thing. Fourth thing is your pictures and videos. I don't know about you, but I always end up running out of space. So now I have a reminder set to double check the space on my phone before I go on my trip. That way I can upload anything I need to the cloud, download it on my computer, make sure I have plenty of space so I'm not in the middle of that awesome video and it stops because I ran out of space on my phone. So that's what I do. You could set a reminder for maybe like 3 weeks out or 2 weeks out from your trip, just to remind you to go in there and clear some space out on your phone. The last thing is talk to your service provider before you travel. My husband and I had it on one of our Alaska cruises. We thought we were just getting access from a tower on the shoreline. We just turned our data on for a second. Our service on. We've got service. No, we had a bill when we came back because it was doing some kind of weird roaming thing in the background that we just weren't aware of. So I highly recommend reaching out to your service provider. Get complete clarification before you travel. Let them know where you're going, what you're doing, where you're going to be, and see what their recommendations are as far as your cell phone, so you don't get slapped with a huge bill when you get home. It's the last thing you want. I hope those were interesting and maybe gave you a little tip or trick that you might take on your next trip. Tip or trick that you might take on your next trip. Wow, that was a lot. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll have more content coming your way. May the magic be with you, travelers, and I will see you next time.